Look at that crowd right there. Now, that's a serious crowd. A studio audience here at News Channel 9. How about a round of applause for everybody? How about that, anyway? Hi, everybody. Welcome back. We're celebrating Darrell's last day here at News Channel 9. He retires after 39 years of valued and important service. Going to talk to a few members of the crowd right now. Come on over with me. And first, we're going to talk to Bill. Bill McAfee. Yes. How are you?
I'm fine.
Former Tennessee Senator. Now, wait a minute. Darrell replaced you. Am I correct on this?
Yes, right. Yes, he did. Darrell and I have been, I guess, Darrell and I are the only two sports directors the channel has had in the years that's been here.
Wow.
But I enjoyed the years I was here and enjoyed the years in the legislature. Darrell has done a good job, and Darrell, congratulations and best of luck to you.
Sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Connie Patterson.
Yes, sir.
Your turn.
Hi.
You're with Santa for All Seasons, of course.
Santa for All Seasons.
Boy, I tell you, that as we talked about up there, boy, that worked well, didn't it?
It did. We figured the other day we started counting up, and we think Darrell helped probably at least 15,000 kids.
Amazing. Wow. It was a pretty good tournament.
It was a great tournament.
That's worth a round of applause. You're absolutely correct.
And he worked harder than anybody in the tournament.
Connie, thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you. All right, Steve, stand up, buddy. Yeah, you.
Didn't do it.
Steve Hedrick, former production manager, bigwig, big shot here at News Channel 9 after retiring a few years back. How do you feel?
I feel great. Darrell, I'm happy for you. I am so sorry.
Speaking with Ann.
I'm talking to Ann. I've got a big bell at the house that I'll loan you. But Darrell, have a happy retirement and happy trails.
That's a good way to put it. Thanks, Steve. How are you doing? Okay?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you.
I'm enjoying myself and having a good time with
Thank you, Steve. Steve Hedrick. Thank you. Yeah, might as well. Why not? Why not?
You know.
This is Panky.
I don't steal the show.
Thank you, Patterson. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Well, I'm fine. Yeah.
Good,
Last time I
good.
saw you was on the golf course.
It was.
We'll be playing
That's
a lot
a
of
good
golf.
place. I'm ready.
Yeah.
When it warms up.
What did you think of Calvin's piece? He did a nice job, didn't he?
Awesome.
And
Great job, Calvin.
There he is, right there.
But Darrell needs to know that is a right-handed bag, and he's left-handed.
That's right.
Just saying.
About that, yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. Now, you guys will probably, I would imagine, hit the golf course quite a bit.
I hope. Like I said before, I've got to find somebody I can beat. So he's the first sucker available.
Yeah.
No, I love him.
I know you do. See you on the golf course.
See you
Glad
then,
to
buddy.
Talking a little bit. Okay. Thank you, Patterson. Tommy Jet. The Jet. The Jet. Why am I yelling? Why are we yelling? Hi, buddy. How are you?
Oh, I'm above ground.
We're really happy you're here.
Half of it is here.
Well, I was just going to say we're happy you're here. First off, how are you feeling?
I'm a lot better, and just slowly but surely recuperating. But we're here to celebrate Darrell Patterson's retiring. And Darrell grew up listening to me, and that's the reason he's as good as he is.
Well, that might be so.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. Now, you've watched Darrell for many years.
Oh, yeah.
And you can appreciate how difficult it is to do something in the industry for 39 or 40 years.
Yeah, exactly. And Darrell and I worked together at WDOD in 1972, 73, somewhere in 73. Somewhere in there, and before he came over here, and so and he did grow up listening to me in Athens, Tennessee. WFLI. That's where I started. I've been on air 53 years. So.
Did he ever do the hey now thing, or did you? That's you wouldn't give that up to him.
No, I
or
wouldn't
anybody,
give,
would you?
well, now that he's retired.
Hey now.
Now that he's retired, you can feel free to use it. But I wanted to say one thing. A famous man once said
Yes,
that I will study and prepare, and perhaps my chance will come. Well, Darrell Patterson's chance came, and he did it well. And
He did.
And as he quits, he's going to be quitting ahead.
That's right.
That's
On
it.
top.
That's
Thank
it.
you, Tommy.
Little philosophy there. Yeah.
Thanks, Jet.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Thank you for being here, brother.
Okay, thank you.
Tommy Jet, we could stand here for the next 2 hours and talk to so many folks. We're appreciative that everybody is here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back as the celebration continues. Darrell Patterson's last day.
Phil. This is it. Wrap it up.
Well, I guess we're wrapping it up. Aren't we going to go back up there to the boys up there? Well, come on, let's go up there then. Sorry about that.
Bravo.
Here we are back where we started from.
Ain't nothing like live television, is it? Thank goodness for live TV.
I was going to wrap it up and say goodbye.
I just want to say,
do I need this anymore?
I just want to say this. I'm retiring, and it doesn't matter to me at all because tomorrow I'll no longer be employed by WTVC. But this show was supposed to end at 12:58. Mm-hmm. It's 1:04.
Mm-hmm. That's what you understand what I'm saying here.
Sounds like everything's all
Who's keeping us on time? I want to know that.
Nobody ever.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel good.
This is a few minutes for you now. We can stand here and talk all day if we wanted to, but what do you think?
There are some people that I want to thank, especially these guys here that I've worked with, again, for 38, 39 years, besides, well, including Panky and Bruno. These are my favorite brothers. I also have Panky and Bruno and Lee and Earl out in Dallas who are hopefully watching on the web today. Dave, as we said, we've been together for 30 years, and we've been family. This has been a family television station here at NewsChannel 9. I would have stayed here 39 years if it hadn't been family, if I hadn't thoroughly enjoyed it. These guys have been a pleasure to work with. There are a lot of... Punch up that audience shot again, and just look at the people who have come here today. I'm looking on the front row. Here's a guy. I'm going to walk. I mean, what are you going to do? Fire me? This guy here, stand up, big guy. This guy here and I grew up together, a half a mile from each other, something like that. I told Scotty several years ago, when you get to run this dairy business and stuff, you got to get a signature of some kind. Try a bow tie or something. It worked out pretty good, didn't it, Scotty?
I appreciate your thoughts.
I appreciate you coming. Did you bring some ice cream?
I did.
Good. All right.
Not.
Love the bow tie. Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate it. I talked about this guy earlier. Covered him when he was a little bitty kid playing defensive back. Wasn't very good for the Chattanooga Mocs, and now he's coaching. And I'm gonna miss you, big guy.
Well, I was thinking about it too. I'll miss my Wednesday walk, seeing you every Wednesday down to the practice field. The best part of my Wednesday was that. Not practice, but seeing you on Wednesday.
This guy here makes what I do special. It really, really does. Coach Huseman and I go back again to his playing days. He's top shelf guy. And the folks who run UTC come up with the money necessary to keep him here at head football. I can say that now. See, I'm a fan. And
They're keeping me.
I've already told Coach Huseman in the past I go to Mocs games to watch them. I become a fan next year. I'm coming after you. You do something I don't like, I'm going to let everybody know about it.
I'm going to save you the seat right behind the bench. No. And you can get
honorary coach or something like that.
Anyway.
Can I wear a headset and stuff?
No. Go to somebody else. Good to see you.
I got to go back and just stay with me for a minute. Stand up, guys. These two guys here, stand up. Something like 40-something years ago, I worked with this guy at a radio station, WLAR, in Athens. He replaced me when I left, came to Chattanooga. Johnny Kaufman replaced me as the voice of the Cherokees, and he's been the voice of the Cherokees ever since, and I appreciate him coming by. This guy here was the head coach of the Cherokees in 1972, the last time that I did the play-by-play for McMinn County High School. Got to follow him at McMinn County, got to follow him at Cleveland through that 3 straight state championship running skid, through the Ooltewah days. The earliest childhood memory I have, my daddy carried me in his arms to watch Benny Monroe play quarterback for McMinn County High School. Have you heard that one before, Benny?
Many times.
These are two special guys who, I mean, you know, you meet people in your career and some people stand out, and these are two guys who stand out. They really do, guys. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
And did I ever tell you that my earliest childhood memory, my dad, Bruno, am I lying?
No.
Didn't Daddy? Dad carried me to watch Benny play quarterback at McMinn County High School. I see Jim Reynolds over here, David Lau, Herb Adcox, bless your heart, love you guys. So many people. Gerald Riggs is over here. I appreciate it. There's another guy. I covered him and his son. That's something else. Joey Early. There's my sister-in-law, Denise. Phil Tuggle. Phil Tuggle that I worked with on radio in Athens. when I worked with Kaufman, we were kids then.
We were.
Phil used to play a whole lot of Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes on the radio. That's just what he did. Stump Martin, great to see you. Jay Greason from the Times Free Press, Jay Blackman, Ann Wehunt from UTC. Let me go over here in the dark area. Randy Smith, stand up. Appreciate it. Here's a guy that I worked opposite for so many years. We were not competitors.
No.
Not really. We were friends. Randy Smith and I have always been friends. And
Yeah, we have. We really have.
Special. You wrote a really nice article about me a couple of weeks ago on Chattanoogan.com that really means a lot for stuff like that. It means.
Yeah, but you didn't remember any of those things that I mentioned. But,
well, you know, I have selective memory.
well, that's true. But, you know, the thing is, and I really, you know, feel like have a lot of relations with all these people here because I grew up watching you.
Sit. Grant Reynolds from Boyd Buchanan High School that I've worked with since he's been there. Robert Akins next to him. Robert was at Boyd Buchanan, covered him with his state championships, and now at Ringgold High School. Let me talk to my favorite guy here. We've said this for, stand up, big guy. Dave Staley and I have said this for several years. You strike up friendships along the way with a lot of people. Struck up a friendship with this guy so many years ago when he coached the Chattanooga Mocs. He left here as the coach of the Chattanooga Mocs, got a job as scouting in the NFL. That thing worked out pretty good, didn't it? Buddy Nix went on to be director of scouting for the Buffalo Bills.
Right.
Put together a team that went to Super Bowl or two. Went to San Diego, put together a team or two that went to a Super Bowl. There was a Breeze guy, a Manning guy involved in that thing. And is Diane here?
No, she just had to go. She got a tennis match.
And Diane, his wife, is the reason that Buddy still lives in Chattanooga. And he's still a great friend. Buddy Nix, he said, I saw Buddy when he came in today. He said, we have to talk later because you're going to have to teach me how to do this retiring thing. You can't retire.
Well, I'm not old enough yet, Darrell.
All of these people are talking about how young they are and how old I am.
Right.
But he's been, our friendship.
Long time.
Long time. He always invited me to Buffalo to visit anytime I wanted to. Buffalo, New York. When he got the job at San Diego, I never got an invite. What's up with that?
Back at Buffalo, the invitation still goes.
I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks. Sit.
Congratulations.
Good to see you. There's Quake, Stephen Hargis, Kevin Cole, former employee here, Owen Seaton from UTC, another guy that I covered. My career has been one of covering kids as they grow up, get older, and go on to special things in their life. One of my favorites all-time covering was Reggie White. Covered Reggie when he was a high school basketball and football player down at Howard High School. Went on to become a pretty good football player up at Tennessee, and then went in the NFL and kind of, didn't do much there. No, I'm sorry, that was BJ.
Oh. It's all right. I'm going to remember that.
Coach Huseman talked a little while ago about our Wednesday meetings, and when BJ was at UTC, it was the same thing. It was like every Wednesday, BJ and I would spend a little bit of time together, and it's been that way. You're going to play in the NFL. I'm going to hook you and Buddy up. You ever been to Buffalo?
A little cold up there.
He's invited me. How are things going with you?
Things are going well. Just glad to be back in Chattanooga, spending time with the people who I've grown up with and really enjoyed. So thank you guys for having me back. I really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure watching this guy play at Baylor.
Hey now. Hey now.
Love you, man.
Love you too. Congratulations.
B.J. Coleman played at McCallie, played at UT for a little while, then came to UTC and was a great quarterback at UTC.
Well, thank you, Conley. I appreciate
Green Bay Packers. I wonder how that's working out with them with Rodgers hurt, Good
luck.
They're a favorite team, right? Attaboy. Herb Adcox, I mentioned him a while ago. Gary Mack. It's overwhelming, all of the people that have come out today. It's overwhelming that for the first time in 39 years, in our business, y'all know this, we wear these things in our ear. There are producers talking to us all the time. Wrap up, Darrell, hurry up. And it's like, I just started. Well, we got heavy along the way. Weather ran long. So we got to cut sports. I haven't, just now, Shannon Millsap said, hey now, it's the first thing I've heard in my ear today. Mike, it's your television station. You can run it however you want to. And
like I'm going to stop.
What? We're not really on TV. We joined the network 20 minutes ago. BJ, good to see you. Good to see everybody here. Gary, Mack, we go back to radio.
Is there a drawing for a flat screen TV today?
We can make that happen.
We go back to the Midnight Choir. We can do some more of that.
Let's not. Let's not. My boy here, this is another guy that I grew up watching on television at Channel 10 in Knoxville. Remember I told Scotty, I'll get to you in a minute. Remember I told Scotty to do the tie thing and it worked out well for him. There was another childhood friend of ours I just thought of, Bobby Goodfriend. I used to work for Bob's dad. Yeah, in a clothing store in Athens. And Bobby was in college and his dad gave him a place called the Outlet Stores later on when he graduated from school. And I told Bobby, I said, look, change the name of this place. Use your name or something like that. Come up with some little trick. I gave Scotty the necktie thing and told Goodfriend, I said, use maybe Goodies. Maybe that'll work for you. And it worked out all right. Well, I told this guy a long time ago, I said, Bob, you ought to get into, doing the voice of the balls on radio.
That's worked out pretty good.
There was a guy named John.